Hello, this is Matthew Erickson with the GAM576 project, the Milestone 3, sorry. It's been a late night. Get this started here. Go ahead and run it, just so we can see. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to fully finish this. Really didn't get as far as I would have liked, but as you can see, the bear is kind of going crazy. This is happening just because certain values are not getting sent over properly, and it didn't get done properly. But as you can see, it still looks like a bear. It still does things. It's just the animations that's not working right. Like, I can even still transform between the animations. It's just not quite done properly, per se. So we'll close that down and look at the code I did get done, which is, all in the different files here. So we started off with we have to set the compute data, which is sending it over to the GPU, setting everything up. We have, our result bone, which is just the results, how many, it's just the animation that we need to send over, individual animations, and then this is the compute bone that we send over. We can see the compute bone here is just a bone, and then how many bones are in it, and the number of frames in that particular information. Okay. So that's what we're doing here, is basically just setting up our SBOs and getting ready so we can transfer the data over to the GPU. The next step in the process, once you've gotten that done, is the way I kind of have this set up poorly, and I will probably go back and look at it. And like I said, if I had more time, it would have been great. I know that's kind of been the story of this semester for me, and I regret that, but unfortunately I just fell behind last semester. The way I have the skinned objects right now set up is they're actually linked to an animation through that the skeleton is using. So there's an invisible skeleton that it's just the null objects. So they're not really being drawn. In the future, it would be a lot better if I could pull that out of there and not have a link between two separate game objects. But for now, it does work. So, well, it works if you take it off of the GPU. So, going on to the next part, got our two compute shaders. I'm just looking here. Give me a second, I believe. Yeah. So every update, I just have it calling this process compute animation. Very similar to the old one, and that would be, nope, sorry, wrong file. This one. So we've got our set compute animation, looks through here and finds the right shaders it needs, and binds the data so we can know what we need and it can do its thing. This is the part that is probably a little off, where my program gets a little off, in the fact that I'm not sure that I'm exactly sending the right data. I didn't really get a chance to debug or dive deep into it. But just to prove that it does indeed work on the skinning side, if I remove that and go back to the original one, which is right above it, let it build quick. Let it take its time to load everything up here in the beginning. You can see that once again they're there. The bear is black because I did attempt to do lighting, but I couldn't quite get that to work either. I'm pretty sure that problem is because I'm not just doing the world data, but I'm trying to use the world data, world matrix, plus all the other points, and I was thinking you had to do it that way, but I think I was overcomplicating things. Whether that's the case or not, it's a little late anyways, so but yeah, you can see that if you switch between them, they do their different things. I didn't even get a chance to look at the compression thing, so just leave that there. And I believe that is all that we had with this. I know there was a lot of other little things, and that I just had to correct, simply because of the way I have things set up. But for the most part, that's just how the code works. I guess all I can say is it's been fun, and I've learned a hell of a lot, including don't let yourself fall behind, because that's obviously a big deal. But, you know, in passing, I just would say thanks, and I appreciate everything you've taught us. So, thank you. Bye.